G'day everyone, I just thought I'd do a slightly longer video explaining what the plans are around our Gold Coast to Darwin road trip. It's kind of about this time of year, I guess just because Talia and I are both self-employed, we sort of missed that lead up to Christmas, and it sort of always finds its way to either the end of July or sort of start of August, my birthday later on this month. We've probably for the last 3 or 4 years taken a trip somewhere between end of July to maybe middle of September. And it's pretty much the only one we get apart from a bit of time off over Christmas. So yeah, the plan basically is that we're going to leave the Gold Coast and we're going to travel north. And I sort of explained a little bit more in my short, but the idea is we've actually, in the last just over a year, we bought a GWM ute. It's a Chinese ute, and the idea basically is that for us, we wanted to deck it out so that we can be off grid as much as we possibly can. So with the GWM, we've got the canopy on the back, we've got the rooftop on the top, lithium batteries, kind of all of the setup really to allow us to get out and about. And the idea for us is basically to use free camps the whole way, wherever possible. But what we're going to do is we're going to start by travelling up to Fraser Coast. We've got family up there, they're going to look after our puppy dog. Just makes it a little bit easier so that we can head into some of the national parks. And then from there, so that's from the Gold Coast, that's probably a 4-hour drive. So probably do it in an afternoon and then leave the next day. And then the next big goal for us is to get from Fraser Coast to Longreach. I don't know the exact amount of kilometres from there. I know from here it's about 1,200k, and we did it last time when we went to Uluru. 2 years ago, we did that in a day, and I can tell you that's definitely not what I'm planning on doing this time. We're definitely planning on taking it a little bit slower. I mean, last time we did 9,050 kilometres in 12 days, I think it was, which included 3 days worth of 3 days worth of hiking. So we're doing about 1,000 kilometres a day, and that's just not for us this time. So the plan is to then get from Longreach to Mount Isa or thereabouts, and again we'll be guided probably by wherever the free camps are available. Again, that might take probably a couple of days, probably a day. I think from Longreach to Mount Isa, I'm thinking maybe 2 days to Longreach. So by the time we get to Mount Isa, it should be maybe 3. Incidentally, the whole trip, if you were to travel from the Gold Coast directly to Darwin, it's about 3,500k, and I think as a guess, roughly it's about 3,000k from the Fraser Coast, so Maryborough, Hervey Bay. Basically we'll go from Longreach to Mount Isa, and then Mount Isa basically goes up through on the way to crossing across the Queensland Northern Territory border. That's at Camberwell. And the cool thing about crossing the border is that the moment we do that, we get to cross over to Northern Territory speed. So we'll go from 100 kilometres an hour to 130. We just got to watch our fuel, because it tends to be a little bit more heavy on the fuel. But then we go from 100 to 130. The speed then obviously picks up, and we're able to cross a lot further, a lot faster. So we'll go from the Northern Territory border where it's Camberwell, and we'll then head to the Three Ways. So at the Three Ways, which is after Barclay Roadhouse, for people who don't know, if you turn left, you go towards Tennant Creek and then on to Alice Springs, down through past the road that takes you to Uluru. But we're going to obviously head right, and then we're going to travel up to Darwin that way. I think it's still maybe 1,500k from there. And some of the places along the way we want to visit is Katherine, Litchfield National Park. There's quite a few different springs that are there. And again, obviously trying to hit the free camps where possible. And then we'll make our way to Darwin. Now, this time of year in Darwin, my mum stayed in Darwin for about 8 or 9 years. She said it was a perfect place to visit between July and August. So we'll be there in August, which is basically the coldest month of the year, but it'll have a minimum temperature of probably 19. It's very much like Bali, so it'll be 19 to 20, 25 all day long and night long. I imagine we'll probably spend a couple of days to probably a week there, and then we'll make our way back. So we're kind of planning on having about a week there, probably less knowing us. We do like to sort of bit itchy-footed travelling at the start. So we'll go from here, I reckon, to Darwin in under a week. I would sort of guess maybe 4 or 5 days. Then we'll sort of start to slowly wind down, spend a week there, and then basically a week travelling back. So we've got to come back to a gym challenge in late August. And obviously, as business owners, we're both running our businesses along the way. So one of the big investments we made last year was we've got Starlink. So we'll basically have internet pretty much wherever you can see the sky. So for us, the real big changes, I think, with the GWM is we can pretty much be anywhere. As long as you've got water, we've got food, we've got electricity. We've pretty much got all of the creature comforts. We even have sides, because we've got a 270 awning as well. So we've got sides so that we can really make it quite private if we want to. But, I guess when you're traveling, really you try to keep it as light as you can. It's only really when you settle in for, a couple of days here or there that you really might, put the sides out, because obviously the car is our main mode of transport as well. So, look, it's going to be a great trip. It's going to take us probably 3 weeks, thereabouts. We'll be able to work along the way. We'll be able to kind of chill wherever we want. And it's really our style of travel and entertainment. So we're really looking forward to having you along for the ride. And please don't forget, if you've watched it this far, to like, subscribe and turn the notifications on. So every single time we upload a new one, you'll be able to see the latest things. And hopefully we'll be able to give you some tips on what to do, where to go. And I guess for us, we watch a lot of this stuff anyway. So we just hope that we can contribute to the community, and we hope that you enjoy it along the way. So thanks for watching. We'll speak to you soon.